There are so many reasons not to skip breakfast. So many savory, mouth-watering, tasty, delicious beyond all belief reasons. Actually, that last one was pretty convincing. Stop by for a McDonald's breakfast. Mix and match a sausage biscuit, sausage McMuffin, sausage burrito, or hash browns, any two for just $2. Price and participation may vary, cannot be combined with combo meal.
Hi, I'm Pete. I'm an IT manager / superhero.
Pete, bad news.
What happened?
I put a very expensive latte on top of my car, drove off, and it spilled. It's bad.
How's that my problem?
Oh, my laptop was up there too.
Okay, that's why we use connection services to manage our cloud. Everything's backed up. I can access your stuff remotely. You won't miss a meeting.
I really wanted that latte, Pete.
For hardware, software, support, and empathy. For Pete's sake, connect with Connection.
May there be what is I'm going to say? Let me give you a gentle reminder. There you go. May this be a gentle reminder for you all that whatever you do not repair, you repeat. Amen. I know this ain't the esoteric class yet, but whatever you do not repair, you do not repeat. First thing on my agenda is Steve. And then second thing on my agenda is the esoteric class. Have we served Mr. Steve with the software? Have we served you yet, Steve? All right. There we go.
I'll get to work yet.
Okay. So we're going to do that now. All right. Let's do that right now on the call. Right now on the call. Tempest, send a little reset over there for him real quick. Steve Lister, she's on, so she's going to handle that. Sandals, you are going to call. You want to call WhatsApp, or don't you know how to walk through now? You've done it enough to. All right. So Steve, as soon as you get this reset, then let us know. When it pops in your email, check spam too. Tempest, where you at? Is she on? Mm-hmm. Screens.
Good morning.
Good morning, Tempest. Good morning. Can you send Steve a reset? He is over all of UK, so he's kind of important. He's kind of important. Yes. Thank you. I sure appreciate you. And then we want to make sure Namdi has it as well. So let's reach out to him, Grace, and make sure we need both of them. We need him and then him's help. Okay. So let me pause on Steve.
Definitely didn't have it last night.
He did not. All right, then. So we need to do both. Namdi and Steve Tempest, and then this will happen in the next couple of hours. We would have it 100% straight. I was going to say, okay, let me pause from Steve and Namdi for a second. Satish, are you available to use your vocal cords momentarily? Probably not, but I know you're listening.
Yes, sir.
Okay, outstanding. Thank you.
Sure, yeah.
I am glad your vocal cords are still working. Thank you. It means you're alive. I saw someone in India sign up. I'm sure either you or Shaker are responsible for that. Yes, that's a good reason to clap. Okay, outstanding. They signed up for the senior level too. My question to you is, how did you sign them up? Did you go through Thinkific, or did you go through the software and then Thinkific?
No, I used the referral link through the software.
Okay, so you went through the software. You did it. Outstanding. Got you. Outstanding. Good stuff there. And okay, let you and I talk right after this call on that same thingamabobby, that same issue, but let us talk privately on a plan I have in my head. Okay, plan I have here. When will we see our genealogy is what someone just sent me privately. If you do you know how to do it? Do you not do it with your thingy? All right. It's in your software. You can see it now. You can see your genealogy right now. Remember Okay, especially for Phil and Susan. There's two sets of genealogy. One set will never grow again. The money will grow, but the persons will not grow. Am I making that clear? The money will grow because the money's going to keep growing, but the amount of people will not grow because that genealogy won't grow no more outside of, so anything before software won't grow. It will grow in software. So let me make, everything is continuously growing. Everything is fantastically, superbly fine. And all your money is continuously being counted and distributed out. Okay, that's the first things. But yes, I know, right? But as far
it
as
didn't disappear then. It
no.
didn't just disappear. Oh, okay, good.
No, okay. No. All right. So Tempest just said as soon as as soon as we get, it's I think one of the services pop down or having maintenance because we're already doing upgrades. So as soon as that pops up, we'll push out that to you, Steve. We'll push out that. We're already taking some data from yesterday and making it happen. With that being said, also, you should just know that you will always see your before software genealogy in an uneditable, there we go, an uneditable, what would you call it? What is it? It's Google something. What do you call it? It's an Excel spreadsheet, but it's not Excel. It's called something. Google spreadsheet, I think. Oh, yeah. Yeah, in a Google spreadsheet, you always see that before software genealogy. Why that? Because that's what we were using before the software. Right? That's what we were using before the software. You'll see that. As those people from the before software Google spreadsheet sign people up, that will be transferred to your digital software that you can see. And if you click your name, your genealogy tree will be expanded. You'll see that yourself. You have access to that should the server not be down in your part of the world. Everybody got me? Okay, cool. So just, can you do that? Okay, outstanding. Let's go. Grace is gonna share her screen just so you can see, and please over explain how to get to it as well.
Okay. So what I did, so I'll go, hold on. There we go. I'll go back out. I'm going to sign out. So when I first got to the website, this is what I saw, and I'm going to sign in. Okay, so from here, sign in to see your genealogy. I go over here under the ATSJR where it says network. I click on that and I go down to genealogy tree. And then when I click on that, you'll see it's right now, it's just me because this is before there are a lot of people on my team, but that was before software. So the before software team is not going to be here. So when someone clicks the link and signs up, then you will see someone in my genealogy tree. And that's going to be the same for you. If you have a team, that's before software, so that's why you're not seeing your team. Don't panic, your team is still there. we got track of it, okay? So that's what it is. Okay.
I'm actually glad that you did that. Because sorry, I'm actually glad that I did that because you have the number one team in the company. Grace has the number one team in the company. Yes, they're clapping for you, Grace. Well, thank you. It's over hundreds of people, right?
I thought she was standing up to take a bow.
You should stand here. Say, come stand up and take a bow. Okay.
No, I thought she was taking a bow, but she was.
Oh, okay. Yeah, looks like somebody coming into the office needs the gate open or something. The office is in exclusive gated community in Galveston, and the rent's way too high for absolutely no reason at all. But that you pay for the gate, Jerry. You pay for the gate. That's what it is. And we have to manually let people in because the neighborhood, no one walks in the street. If that makes sense to you, take a bow. Here, you come on here and take a bow. The law thought you was fit to take a bow.
No.
Yes, because she had got up. But since he brought it up, you go ahead and take a bow. There you go. All right. And a curtsy. Okay. You do have a skirt on. All right. There we go. Now, what was I saying, Law? It's up there somewhere. It's rattling around. I'm glad I used you because Grace obviously has a team. Her genealogy does not show it because her genealogy is in before software genealogy. Okay. Grace is going to get paid Friday. I think y'all get this. Just because it ain't in your computer does not mean it's not in our computer. And upon any request, you can have your stuff, boom, sent to you should you not have readily, should you not know how to access it or don't have it or haven't gotten it in some near time. That'll be no problem. Tempest, it's Steve, it's Namdi, and then Steve and Namdi today. I forget who it was yesterday. It was 3 people yesterday. No, Arshia got her stuff fixed. Right. Prophet Jerry did not. You got Anthony straight yesterday, or? I told Tempest. Okay, so we're in the process of getting Anthony. I watched Grace spend an hour on the phone with Vanessa or somebody. Vanessa yesterday, just serving. And Vanessa was such a good trooper and so happy, so fantastic. Okay. So it was just, yes. It's just like we are literally, remember when I said after the conference, I'm going to shut everything down but serving y'all? It's because I've won a few times before, and I knew, Jerry, I should probably do that. You understand? I knew that after the conference, once Phil gets up there, blow your mind, okay? In fact, the first 2 hours of the conference are as such. Somebody, I can't remember who it is, I think Tempest starts it off with something. Let me pull it up real quick. No, he's the first person to actually say something of external substance. He's the first person. Here we go. Tempest opens up the entire conference. Our co-founder, cybersecurity. Y'all gonna get this agenda too. It's almost done. Tempest opens up the entire conference from 8 to 8:30. And then all this is Central Standard Time, 8 to 8:30. And the first thing she's going to talk about is how it's called I Struggle with Prosperity. It's the first thing she's talking about. So we're opening up with power personal development. Why? Because y'all need it. You understand? You need it. Because I struggle with prosperity. And let me tell you, many of you are struggling with prosperity right now, and you have no idea. I just had what day? What's today? Tuesday. I just had I don't know how to be respectable here, so I'm gonna let me get my Joel Osteen tone on. Wednesday, my friends, I had a Christian scholar in the apologetics category or scholastical field accost me for 2.5 hours about how can I possibly be a wealthy Christian? This was the whole call, the whole setup. And for 2.5 hours, I had to do sadly for him, I too am an apologetic. So apologist. So sadly, by the end of the call, I had converted him to a fan of Antonio. And his exact words was, unless you're the biggest liar on planet Earth, I find no fault in what you're doing. You should keep doing it. Like, yeah, buddy, I was going to do that anyway, but that's okay. I was going to do that anyway. That's okay.
Don't need your permission.
No. But here is a scholar. And the real deal, we went to the same school. Houston Baptist University, one of the most premier schools in America. We went to the same school, and he found me on LinkedIn. He'd been trying to get with me for months. I finally gave him my opportunity to. And I had no time for him, but I gave him time, Phil. Let me tell you. I gave him time. And everywhere I went, I just kept quoting that. I never inserted my opinion one time. This Christian scholar has zero fruit. I processed this information. You have a master's in apologetics, but his crowning achievement, according to him, this is not my words, according to him, was his wife takes care of him. He's 45, he's mid-40s. And that breaks his heart. So then he proceeds to attack me for 2.5 hours. My point, my friends, is you should probably have some fruit. So we're starting off the comforts while how Tempest struggled with prosperity. Okay? That's the only reason I brought this up. That's the only reason I brought this up.
Quick question, Antonio.
Yes, sir.
So you mean this man had a problem with you being successful? Is that a part? I mean, I'm not a Christian. Is that a part of the Christian religion to stay passive? I mean, I understand that the Bible was given for that purpose. So was his grudge that you can't be a Christian and be successful?
Yes, that was his grudge. But you had to, in order to be fair here to the Christian religion, we got to separate it from the local body. So we'll say little c, and then the Christian religion, big C. So it is very relevant and prevalent for many people, their local bodies, little c, teach them poverty is holy. Absolutely. So if you do that, you are 100% correct.
That's just a have-not mentality. I don't even tie that to religion. That's just a have-not mentality.
No doubt. And
we are taught that.
No, you absolutely taught that.
We were taught that in church growing up, to be satisfied with what you got and not to want for nothing else.
What? Yes, that's
the Quran's over there.
Right.
Go grab you one.
I know, right? He brought up, I don't know, anybody know who Mark Rainier is? You should, if you should. I mean, you can even not be Christian and know who Mark Rainier is. Mark Rainier he just had a movie. I was in 2000, he signed my book. He's a lawyer that doubted God forever. Like forever. Forget religion, just doubted God. And he went and created a law case for the disproving of the existence of God. And he put God on trial and then proceeded. But then on his journey, he found God. Doesn't matter what religion, they just found God. They made a movie. The movie is God is Real. Like, this was like a super popular movie too, y'all. Let me see. Hello. Mark Lanier movie.
Is it God friending me? God friending me?
I think it's called The Case Against Christ.
The Case Against Christ. There it is. That's it right there. Who said that?
Shaquita.
Yes. Now, Now, just process this, y'all, just for a second. Mark is a billionaire, for God's sake. He's a billionaire now, all right? He's a billionaire. And the guy who was upset with me loved Mark and had no idea he was a billionaire. He just knew he was okay. Didn't know me and Mark met each other. Mark signed my book. Mark has a whole library at the school I went to, and we ain't too far from the same wealth. I have a quarter of what Mr. Mark has. Okay. Process this, y'all. Y'all struggle with prosperity. You do. So Tempest is opening up with how she struggled with prosperity. She had to let that struggle go to get to where she is. I got you, Phil. The absolute moment that when I become a billionaire, so will Tempest and Deanna at the same time. Okay. Go ahead, Phil. Unmute your mic because I want them to see that book.
This is A Case for Christ by Lee Strobel, a journalist's personal investigation of the evidence of Jesus. So it's proving that Jesus exists from a investigative reporter's perspective.
Yep, so right. And listen, most of you don't, I shouldn't even do this, but anyway, Kathy, they say you got them Angela Bassett arms going on. Yeah, y'all remember the movie? What's Love Got to Do with It?
That's my her and Tina Turner. They're my idol.
They aged a bit. They vampires. They got Tina Turner, Angela Bassett, and Pharrell. They age one bit. They all look the same. Okay, you said all these questions. Okay, I'll let you. Okay, you go first. Well, yeah, you go first. Richard wants you to go first because you're a lady, and then Richard next.
Someone put it in the chat. They probably messaged me saying that they in the Thinkific section, they have their affiliate links that they had there before software is different from the one in the software, and they wanted to know.
I would not use those no more.
Okay, that's what they wanted to know.
Don't use those no more. Don't use those no more. If you've been given an affiliate link, I'm like Lisa has, like, don't use them no more. But I remember I told y'all when we gave those to you, those will end soon. Don't use those no more. Don't use those no more. Use your now what we're calling referral link. Use that now. Okay, use that now, and you'll be good. Namdi, Steve, Shaker, did you get proper access to your software?
Yes, sir, I did. Thank you so much.
That's what. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Good. Then yes, you got yours. Good. So good to go. Tempest, Deanna, Monica, or now not Monica in this case. Grace. The highest priority of this company to date is in this order. They're all one. Like, there's no 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like tied for one, like Harvard, Princeton, Yale, and then everybody else is like fourth. Okay. Steve, Namdi, Shaker's good, and Richard. We need to make sure all three of them have their software. So now to you, Richard, before you ask me your question, did you have access to your software, proper access?
Yes, I did. Thank you so much, Antonio.
Okay, good then. So, but still, he's still on the list because they are important to they're important. Let me tell you why these people are important, y'all. Because you all, Prophet is on that list too. Tempest is telling me. You all want income from other places. Yes. All right, outstanding. Okay. At the rise of them becomes the rise of you, just on the fact of 6 degrees of separation.
Okay.
If you just go a few people back, you know somebody who knows somebody that know Richard somebody.
Yes.
All right, there you go. Okay, ask me your question, man.
Yes, I have a question whereby because I've got a big role to play as ATS business. where people are trying to say, what do you talk about? Do they involve in Christianity? People are afraid like maybe it's something else that you talk about. Then I try to convince them to say Antonio is a Christian. Then I brought that book, the one you sent to me. Then I started explaining to them, but still they're not convinced. So I need that. How can I change their mindset in terms of
That's a fair
their
question.
situation? Yes. Then in our country, 90% they're Christians, and they believe too much in Christianship, whereby they're praying, but they're just seated. They're not acting upon.
No
You
doubt.
understand? You
No
get my
doubt.
point.
Oh yeah, you are steeped into institutionalization. The mere fact that you have New England colonial buildings in Zambia right now tells you that
Yes.
we have an awkward road ahead of us. Okay, so
It's true.
yes, we have an awkward road ahead of us. Between me and you, we have an awkward road ahead of us. There is no solution to your problem. I would love to. Nothing, Richard, would make my ego more happier than to tout off a solution for you, and it would make me look so good. It would, but the truth is, it's not. There's no solution. There's absolutely no solution because institutionalization is there for you, and it's not. We're not getting around that. So there's a road we can take, but there's no solutions to what you're doing. Let me let Phil talk though. Go ahead, Phil.
Well, I don't know if it would be a solution, but an answer would be love.
Well, that I think that is a solution. yeah, that is a solution. What we do
That's
here,
good.
yes. What we the best. So my job in the Army, I started off as an intelligence analyst. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on, Rick. Let me pause that. And now that we're in day 2, that highest priority, Justin needs to be on that list. He may have access to his software, but now it's time to merge the stores together since we now have full access to everything. Okay, it's time to do that. And so that'd be me, Tempest, and Justin, and maybe Deanna. We'll all get together sometime today and work some stuff out so we can do that. I forgot to make sure Tempest, you have Justin on your mind because the e-commerce is now highest priority. Now back to you, Richard. My job in the Army was to understand the enemy. It was my job. I don't know. To this day, I still don't understand America and its weapons, but I know every weapon from surface to air missiles, just all sorts of stuff from what we would call the enemy. What's the enemy? Anybody that don't have a central bank, to be honest with you, okay, that we control. But forget my wokeness. Russia. Well, let me not even say some places. Just know I know these stuff. And my job was to create what you call 3 different accesses of advantage. So that's what was my job. It means I had to tell Phil how he was going to die. Then I had to draw another plan how he was going to die the second time. Then I had to draw another plan how he was least likely to die, but this is still viable. That's what I had to do. I had to give my colonel 3 different ways Phil and all his troops were going to die, how the enemy was going to attack. To this day, I still do that, Richard, and it makes me a lot of money.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that to you right now. Okay.
Right now. Thank you so much. I get the point. Thank you.
Yes. Okay. Do that to you right now. Our first access of advance, y'all, is to make sure that every time Richard and then soon Abby and Damali, when they go into their respective countries, they go in with the brass and the prestige and the clout of what is ATS. Henceforth, Tempest, Richard needs an ATS email. Okay, we're gonna fix half this problem right now. Abby's gonna need an email. There you go. Abby's gonna need an ATS email. And Steve and Namdi are going to need ATS emails. Okay. Yes, Damali, if she's on. I'm not sure if you know. But yes, Damali too. These people need ATS email. So write that down for me. That's one thing. So now when you talk, you're going to talk from a position of authority. You understand what I'm saying? We're also going to help Steve, all the names I just named. We're coming in with y'all. Period.
Okay.
You understand? Yes. Period. We're coming in. Because you don't need to be by yourself. Now, Steve is well capable to be by himself, but you don't have to be. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have to be. It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. Good. So we'll just deal with that first active approach. But the truth is, man, you ain't changing nobody. You're not changing nobody. You're not changing. You, boy, you can't get them to change their draws every day. Yes. So ain't no sense in thinking that you fit to change their religious beliefs or the fact that I'm Christian enough or Muslim enough or Black enough. And then once you get past all that, they're not going to see me as a person of African descent. They're going to see me as African descent in America. So then I'm still going to not be accepted. Right? You understand. The truth is, the only way people go accept me, Daoud, is if I'm as poor as them. And then I would be accepted, but then they won't want to follow me no more.
Yes.
It's a losing battle. Don't fight it. You know what I'm saying? Don't fight it. Don't fight it.
Yes.
Don't fight it. What we're going to do is we're just going to say thank you very much with love for your attention, and we're going to get the people who will sign up with you. Fair enough?
True. Thank you.
All right, there you go. Go ahead, Phil.
And remind them that Revelation says Satan is the accuser of my brother.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then someone just texted me a private message, said in chapter 12 of a Christian text, Jesus had a treasurer or a keeper of the money bag. Look at that. Look at that. Now, hey, little Abby.
Who is Judas, by the way?
Keeper of the money bag. All right. Good stuff. So these people are highest priority. We will serve y'all relentlessly. If we got to get up at 1 a.m, Steve, we're going to get you straight and hollow, because this is funny. The great thing is this is just day 2. It's just day 2, and ain't nobody missing nothing. It's just day 2. We're just fine. We're just fine. Nobody's missing nothing. I think about 30% of software stuff went to spam or just got lost in cyberspace. So this is that. Again, if you can just hang in there 45 days, all this would disappear, because everyone would be new and there won't be no, right? There won't be anything, because it's, remember, the problems are only old or established people getting the new software, but everybody new is going to have software. So there won't be no transfer or stuff getting lost. So just remember that. It's perfectly fine to be a little irritated, should you be. But after you experience that, move forward, because you don't get paid to be irritated. You get paid to move forward. Does that make sense when I said that? Okay. Unless you're a politician, you get paid to get irritated. But outside of that, you get paid to move forward. There are some jobs that get paid to be irritated. Actually, I wouldn't even say politician. Politicians don't get paid to get irritated. It's the Sean Hannity's and the, give me a liberal commentator, the Don Lemons. There you go. So I'm being fair, Jay. I'm being fair. Don Lemon, Sean Hannity, 2 totally different sides of the aisle. Okay. They get paid
both
to
irritate me.
Well, there you go. They get paid to be irritated. They absolutely get paid to be irritated. But everybody else, we take what we can. But we have a running list, and make sure Anthony gets solved today, because I put you on that last night. But it was late, so it's okay. But I want Anthony solved today. Where's Reginald? You're next on my list. Where is he at? Is he on?
While you're looking, remember, it's the grain of sand in the oyster that makes the pearl.
I know that's
It's the irritant that manifests the jewel. As you sit in that chair, you'll only move when you become uncomfortable. Then you'll move in your chair. So it's the uncomfortableness, it's the irritant that causes the action.
No, that's right. That is universal truth that should not be debated amongst any of us. And it's facts, y'all. It's facts. Facts. You can't even have teeth without cutting your gums. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. Anthony Lee, did you get the email Tempest pushed out last night? Let me know. Shoot Grace a text or jump in real quick. Let us know or jump in the chat. I know you're busy, but just give me something so I can know what level to serve you on.
Yes, I did receive the email.
Okay, good stuff. So we'll take care of all that today. Cool. And we'll do it together.
Thank you.
Together. Yep, got you. Got your back. We'll do it together. Cool. All right. Yeah, he is wise like Yoda. Okay, let me see. Make sure nobody else here. All right, Satish, back to you. Coming back to you now. Okay, Tempest, the admin genealogy tree, the admin, just talking to Tempest right now, has been implemented, Tempest. Go in there and
okay, that's why I couldn't get in like 10 minutes ago.
Yep, that's why you couldn't get in. And the latest users will now appear first.
Okay. God is good.
Yes. Now, let me say something. Sorry, I'm texting. Now, that just happened. That was breaking news, Tipper. That was breaking news. That news broke 60 seconds ago. That's not for y'all. That's for Tempest. Let me say this to all of you in encouragement, because it's nothing about this is bad. In encouragement, if you start winning, you're going to have some problems. Okay? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what's going to happen to y'all. Because y'all want to win. Everybody still wants to win, right? I know it's a redundant question, but just indulge me for a second. Thank you. That means that the moment you sign somebody up, the moment Law signs somebody, as a matter of fact, Law brought in Daoud. Did we reset his stuff? I mean, did we? All right, Tim,
yes.
What do we? Yes.
I did get my stuff. Thank you guys very much.
You got your stuff. Okay. All right. Good stuff.
So,
Law, you should see him under your genealogy tree, because we did something different with him because he was so new and he was in the bureau side. So you should see him in your genealogy tree. Okay.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Because I imported Daoud last night. So I don't know
so you switched it over. That's okay. If you don't see him, he's on your other genealogy tree, the one Deanna handles. Okay. Don't worry though. When he bring in someone, thou shalt get paideth. That's it. All right. That's it. So surely, yes, good stuff. Okay. That means the moment that.
Hi, I'm Pete. I'm an IT manager / superhero.
Pete, bad news.
What happened?
I put a very expensive latte on top of my car, drove off, and it spilled. It's bad.
How's that my problem?
Oh, my laptop was up there too.
Okay, that's why we use connection services to manage our cloud. Everything's backed up. I can access your stuff remotely. You won't miss a meeting.
I really wanted that latte, Pete.
For hardware, software, support, and empathy. For Pete's sake, connect with Connection.
The level of connection you feel in your home dramatically influences your experiences there. Get the tools to control that connection in your communities with the first multifamily platform that unifies management and resident experiences to create smart apartments. Talk to a RealPage consultant today to see how your properties can meet the future of multifamily with the Smart Building Suite.
Law brought in Daoud. That created problems because now he got to make sure he gets served. He got to make sure we do our part right. He's got to contact him. It's right. It's so many different things so many different other things that Law had to have the responsibility to do for bringing in one person. Now, fool around and get to 5,000. The only thing that's going to be tested here, everybody, is your servant heart. Nothing else. Nothing else. Nothing else. I watched and I was very proud of Grace and I was proud of Vanessa. I watched two completely different generations. And it couldn't have been easy because I don't think Vanessa typed 90 words a minute. And Grace don't know nothing about technology either. So I watched these two queens be in harmony the whole time and just bless one another in servitude. I watched it. And that both Vanessa had to serve and listen, and then serve and ask questions, and Grace had to serve and listen, and then serve and answer questions. So the only thing that's going to be tested is your servant heart. Try to remember that. Well, I know you don't need that talk, but you should though remember it because you ain't winning without losing. I'm not sure why y'all process that information any differently than that. Winning only comes through losing. Period. Okay, go ahead, Phil.
Antonio,
Phil and Susan. Go ahead. I'm listening.
I just want to say thank you to Grace for helping Vanessa. She had messaged me and our sirens were going off and we had a tornado warning. So I was pulling everything out of the closet and getting in there during that time with Vanessa. So I'm glad. And, you know, all, as Phil always says, all things work together for good. So, you know, it helped both of them, I guess, to get in there with the technology part. I love the technology part and back offices and websites and all those things. And I don't have a problem figuring it out. So, you know, I would have helped Vanessa with that part, but it's a little bit preoccupied at the moment.
I am, yeah. But that's the whole point of serving. She was going to serve. Tornado was like, no, you're not. And Grace was like, okay, I'll do it, right? You know, this is the perfect thing. Go ahead, Phil.
Everything degenerates to work.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, I'm having fun because I only have fun when there's obstacles. Like, I don't do well when an organization is established. Is there anybody else like me like that? I don't do well when an organization is just established, you know. I don't do well. Go ahead,
Antonio,
Phil.
you've got a whole team of people like that.
Yeah.
That's how you got out of the trash can. That's how I got through my stuff. That's how Jerry got through shows, Dr. Sugar, Law. I mean, you've got a whole community of people that are like that. So this is going to be an unbelievably fun journey.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah. When I was at Lakewood, I had to find and attract all the problem areas just to have fun. I don't do well without obstacles. It's the truth. I'm wired in a way where I'm looking for something that, you know, is worthy of my energy, you know, and there's a lot of you, like Phil just said, are the same way. So I'm having fun, you know, I'm having fun. I'm almost like, please break so I can do something. Go ahead.
How does a runner strengthen his legs? He puts weights on his feet.
That's it. He's so right. Law?
You know, now I better understand what you were saying, because now returning back to my regular role, there are a lot more obstacles than in the first one. So now I'm just like, oh, okay, this is it.
And now you're excited, like, you're all right, I gotta go to work. You know, we fake complain. Oh man, but no, we like it. Go ahead, Vanessa.
Hey, Antonio, I just wanted to say, you know, since being on the call, and I mean, my whole attitude towards money and working has changed. It's not the same.
Wait a minute.
I mean, my grind is deeper. I mean, I got one of them straight looks now. When you look at me, they like, oh, we ain't gonna mess with her, you know. I mean, Antonio, you are a little bit contagious, okay? You are truly rubbing off on me. And it doesn't matter what kind of car I drive at this point, just for now. But I'd rather have money than to have all of that I see them out there with, and they looking all kind of ways. I don't want that. So I said all of that to say I am truly grateful this morning. So
amen to that. Listen, me and Justin are glad you said that.
When I do pull out, I'm gonna be pulling out of my garage with something I want, and it's gonna be custom.
Pull out with a Bentley and a driver.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be, the door it's gonna be backwards when I open it.
But she'll have an asset that pays for that.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be cash. I'm telling you.
Yes, it ain't coming out of her pocket. Christine, let me hear from you. She said she had a question in the chat.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Again, I am so grateful to be on with this family. Y'all don't understand how this makes me feel. I'm not going to do like Antonio. I'm not going to cry.
You can go
But
ahead and
I
do
am
it.
so. It touches my heart to see a bunch of people. Y'all can't see my face, but I'm trying not to cry. See a bunch of people that's so caring and loving and accepted me for who I am, which y'all don't know who I am, but
Try to come closer to the mic for me, Christine.
I am so grateful for this. Y'all just don't know. I'm so grateful. I'm trying to get myself together so I can tell you ask my question now.
That's
Y'all,
all
please
right.
forgive me, but this has been on me since I joined this group. I have to let it out. And Tony, you're like an angel to me. I have been manifesting, meditating. And I knew when Miss Curl asked me to join this group, the moment I joined, when I saw all of y'all, I said, he's an angel. He's my angel. I don't understand it right now, but I will in the future. I will understand it, but I'm not trying to understand it. But this is what I've been manifesting. All the things I'm hearing and seeing and witnessing, just the testimonies, it's my manifestation coming to pass. I have been seeing so many signs, and this is a true sign that you are an angel to me in disguise. I promise you. And I don't know where I'm going with this, but I am prepared and I'm going to trust the process. Trust in the process. But my question is, okay. My question is, I was laying in the bed last night and it just came to me. I'm like, why am I thinking about things like this? And I said, okay, don't question yourself. Just ask the question tomorrow in the meeting. So my question was, with this university and things like that, do you offer like certificates, like for certain programs that you complete? That was my question. And if not, that would be a good idea. That was just my question. I'm sorry to miss on the answer. That was my question.
No, that's a very, very good question. And we've been asked that for 2.5 years. Could we supply that? And I have held that back for a long time. But we're going to start that now. Yes, we are. We're going to start that now, without a doubt. And it's something that's on my agenda. I'm going to tell you why I didn't do it, but let me answer her question first. And anyone who has been here actively and we know your works, amen, okay, and you have been in live attendance like Jerry, we know your works, you will be backdated just about every certification that we have created. Yes. Yes. And they are fantastic. They are fantastic. I was actually researching yesterday. So write this down for me, Deanna, because I was doing it, but now it's your time. You can Google it, how to upload a certification. How can a company upload a certification on LinkedIn? And the way we're going to do it is the certification going to be so tough that regular users can follow a set of instructions and put our certifications on your LinkedIn profile. That's a big deal. That's a big deal, but you'll get it by and by. You get it by and by. So hopefully, yes. So the answer is yes, Christine. That may be one of those secrets coming out at the conference. That may. I cannot confirm or deny this information, but I told y'all all the stuff is going to be great at the conference, which leads me back to the conference. Phil is the first person speaking of something of external or business substance. First is Tempest for the first 30 minutes. And then Deanna speaks. In fact, I'll give you everything up until 12:45 that day. There's your agenda right there. It's in chat. Tempest opens up. She is our co-founder and cybersecurity expert. Tempest sets the standards for how ATS will behave with the information that it receives. Tempest sets the standard for what we do with Kathy's address and her email address and her name. There's a reason why we don't. Have y'all noticed? Y'all have never seen a commercial or an advertisement. We don't sell y'all information, and we never will. Anyway, that's if you somebody like me that values your security, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. We never will.
They don't understand, but that just made me super happy.
Yes, yes. We don't sell your information at all. At all. I'll just put his hand up. Okay, remind me to jump back to Steve real quick before he has to go drop off the kiddos. Remind me. Don't let me forget. Law, real quick.
Can I just say, I just love the transition of Tempest's role. I feel like she's really doing what she wanted to do, but still in the same token, she's still aligned with ATS because that's her home and that's where it all began. So kudos to you, Tempest. And just thank you for being that shining example that even though you start something, it doesn't mean that's where you're going to end at.
You better
Thank you, Law.
Come on, good job, Tempest.
Thank you.
Tempest did a real transition, not one of those fake political transitions in which I tell you she's gonna be here and there's some sort of beef or something. No. She did a real transition. She is still the founder. She is not in the active CEO role no more because she's in the active CEO role of her own company. And then since she started this company and we desperately needed cybersecurity, and I don't give a two hoots about it and don't know nothing about it, and she does, well, Tempest, who founded this company and has a golden parachute with this company, then started her own company and then signed a multi-million-dollar contract with the company she started.
Too smart, Tempest. Too smart, Tempest.
That's too smart. And she got to write a book about that, right? She got to write a book about that. So her transition has been. Thank you, Law, for noticing that.
She's a woman.
Yeah, man. That's all you got to say, huh? That's all you got to say. Yes, definitely. Back to Steve.
Women are moving up in the world. Look at our vice president. It's opening doors for all other little black and brown and yellow little girls to see that they can be what they want to be. And Tempest, you've made a move to prove to the world, yourself and others, that you can be what you want to be if you put the work in. And I applaud you for that, Tempest.
Okay. Big deal. Let me put a pin in that because I so want to come back to that. Let me just get to Steve first real quick because I don't want to have to screen record. But we already addressed everything, Steve, but we're going to, Grace, I need you to be Johnny on the spot. You know what I'm saying? I need you to, I want you to call Steve so much you get on his nerves, you understand, until we get this done, because Steve is ready. And we have so much concerning. So Steve, just let us serve you until done. And then once it's done, we'll move back out your way. Same thing with you, Namdi. Same thing with you. But we'll move right back out your way and let you do what you do. But I want that done. I'm saying I'm going to be so upset if they don't get done. All right. I want that done. Now, concerning Jerry and Steve specifically, you need to be ready for a bunch of funnel stuff, because half the stuff that I'm doing is for you two specifically. Okay, specifically.
Ready, sir. Ready.
Yes. And then there's going to be additional stuff just for you two that only you two will receive in order to do what you two are doing. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to be transparent without being that transparent. Okay, I want to tell them, sorry, y'all not as special as these two, but that would seem rude. So I don't want to say it that way. because that would seem rude. I said it? Oh, I didn't say it. No. These two gentlemen are baby boomers who want to create companies that young people typically do. And they're going to have young people secretly mentor them. And they just want to push play and have money keep funneling into their accounts. Steve's like, yep, that's it. They just push
That's not
play.
too much to ask for, is it?
No.
Is that too much to ask for?
Not at all. Not at all. So I am going to personally, write this down, Deanna. Personally, this is just for Steve and Jerry. I'm sorry. It should be for more. I'll record it and let you all see the recording. How about that? But live is just for Steve and Jerry. I'm going to personally give you every last one of my marketing social media ads tricks and set up your ads myself with you personally. And we're doing that next week, or probably next week, because I have a doctor's appointment in the morning tomorrow. So next week we still will have a meeting tomorrow. Deanna will take charge of that, but she's got a whole written script that we've both gone over. But these two, I will personally oversee your ads, but not just oversee it. I'm going to give you those secrets, that blueprint. So when I walk away, all you have to do is keep doing that same thing. Okay, that's going to happen. And there will be more favor like this individually for you too. Like Carisha is going to get some favor. All sorts of stuff. It just depends on your gifts. Carol's going to get some favor. It just depends on your gifts and what you are going to do. You understand what I'm saying? Cool. Outstanding. Now, back to, yes, whoever that was, unmute. Oh, Steve said thank you. Yes.
Say thank you. Right, I have to leave now, so I'll catch you all later.
Good. I knew I caught us at the right time. Good stuff. All right, then. Good stuff.
Antonio, before you move on, I just have a question. Yes. With all the certificates that are being given out and stuff like that, can we also have like maybe a yearly graduation that goes worldwide, like all of the countries that you're working with?
Carol, I did not think of that. I think that idea is so fantastic. That's going to be implemented immediately. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. That was also one of my reasons behind having the quarterly. Remember I said there's 5 total conferences. The Dominate conference is the second largest. The MExit conference, I don't know if I even told you that's the name of it, but it's the biggest one, and that's more like an Apple Summit. Anyway, it doesn't matter. And those other ones, I wanted quarterly. I wanted to be able to push off letters to people out of the country and say, give them visas or give them, the access they need to get visas to come. But I did not think about what you just said, Carol. And I think that is so awesome that will more than likely happen at the Dominate conference next year. And that may push us to a 2.5-day conference or a 3-day conference, but I like that, and I like that a lot. Write that down for me, please. That idea came from God. That was good. Go ahead, Law.
Now I was sitting here and I was like, I think we did something like this already, but I think it was mostly on the Dominant Bureau of Speakers side that we had like certifications and stuff like that. So I think this is awesome.
Absolutely. Phil, look like you want to say something?
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun,
You can't get a graduation walk. That's it.
Antonio.
Yes, ma'am.
I play violin.
Oh, what you say there?
Yes. So let's get some more fluent people who can play.
Okay. I ain't one of them.
We create something on that day.
I'm not one of them. Let me also say this here. Reggie is working on our official t-shirts for the Fighting Lions. All right. Our official t-shirts, and some of them like this, some of them without the white background. He is doing some prototypes right now, but you will be able to order them super soon. And the way I've decided to do it is I remember telling him to go through, get his payment stuff together, but doesn't need to because that's where Justin comes in. I'm knocking out two birds and one stone. Okay, so Reggie's going to have the official t-shirts, and then Justin is going to put that on the commerce and y'all can get it from there. Listen to what I'm saying and what I'm doing, because I pray that you start running your lives and businesses this way. Is Patricia here? Yeah. All right. So like Patricia, Reggie does t-shirts too. We'll find a way.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. We'll find a way to bless Patricia here in the future. But watch what I'm doing. Pay close attention. I took one company within the economy of ATS. I don't get paid for this. You understand what I'm saying? And then said, go to the other company within ATS, the e-commerce. So when you all buy these shirts, you don't just pay Reggie, you pay Justin, and then on that Justin side, 50% of that will also go back to the company as well. That, my friends, is one purchase gets bounced around at least 3 times. 3 different economies. Yes. We got, said spandex law, all spandex. That's it. Yes, definitely. Good stuff. Okay.
I need a cheerleader outfit.
You need a cheerleader. You know what? I can see that.
For real. I'm already writing the rhymes down.
Okay, well, we're gonna make that happen then, because I'm gonna need to see some of them deacons try to chase you over here, you and Patricia, so we can get some of their money. Get them deacons to sign in. That's it. Get them deacons to sign in. Okay, good stuff. Let me just say a few more, just very, very little things. Please, well, here first, yes, go ahead. Let's set up mic.
You said that you was going to go back to what Law said about Tempest. I just want to put that in your head again.
You know what? So let me rush through these things then, because it wasn't what Law said about Tempest. It was about women. That's what I want to come back to. Just follow this spirit, the spirit of group economics. That's all I'm asking. Just follow that spirit. If you support Reggie, then what will happen to IU Veda is something will happen. I don't know where it comes from. That ain't my job. I ain't God. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know how it happens. I just know it always happens. I just know when Kathy supports Justin, somehow she gets these 5 cake orders she didn't expect. It's just the way it works, y'all. It's just the way it works. It doesn't have to come back the way you want it, but it's always going to come back the fastest, quickest, most harmonious way. It will. And I don't know about y'all, but an old preacher in Texas, Kerry Tillman is his name. Every one of his past anniversaries, I give him $500 for his past anniversary. And this last one, I went over there. I was late. I was like 2 months late because I just was on flights and stuff. And I said, "Here, Reverend, my bad. I'm late." And he looked at me dead in the eye. He's like, what is he, 55, 56? But he like 90. He's just so old. He talks so slow. He took to me and his voice, and he said, "Reverend, I never known money to come late. No, I never known unexpected money to come late." And I said, "Well, talk your talk, man." And I never forgot that. Let me tell you, when God starts blessing you, it ain't never late. It ain't never late. It's never late. Never late. Last thing, then I'll forbear the rest of it to another meeting. Women. I don't care which side of the aisle you are on. No. Go ahead, Phil. Go ahead, please.
May I pitch the conference real quick?
Oh, please, yes.
First of all, I'm honored that I've been given 2 hours. That's quite a gift. And as I think of my 39 years of doing this, there's not another company that I know so much about in preparing my remarks. Usually they fill out the question for customizing. I show up with a group of strangers, I do my thing and I leave. So, you know, and I've been doing pretty good over 39 years. This is going to be the company that I know the most about in preparing my remarks. So I'm really thrilled with the opportunity. And it's going to be work smart, have fun, and make money, being strong during challenging times. That's the theme of the program. And what we're going to cover is things like, what are you going to implement? High performance humor, enjoy a servant's attitude, self-motivation, what's in it for me? Active listening, encouragement affecting others' behavior. Because one of our jobs and our key job to be successful in our business is to find and develop leaders. You want to duplicate yourself to other leaders that are like you, and then they duplicate themselves. So I'm going to challenge you. We have 37 people on this call. I'm going to challenge you you have at least three guests on the conference, which will be 111 more people that would be there. So this is going to be a major opportunity for you to take your organization and take it to the next level. And I'm just honored that I'm able to help in a small way.
Yes, yes, yes. And I want anyone who speaks has the opportunity to sell from the stage. I want y'all, gosh darn it, to buy from Phil. I ain't saying nothing else. I'm telling you what I want. He can't say this because that'd be arrogant of him, but I can because I'm not him. Okay, I'm not him. He can sell peanuts.
And Susan.
And Susan, thank you. Excuse me. And Susan. He can sell iPhone headphones. I need y'all to grab those things because group economics. All right. Jerry, just got your private message. Glad you said that. Let's work out. Let's see. Okay, let's make all that happen. Let's chat a little bit today, and then we'll work it out. Okay, we'll work it out. Now, women. I don't care what side of the aisle you stand on. Doesn't conservative, liberal, I don't care. Independent, capitalist, don't care about politics. You ain't never voted in your life. The mere fact that we got a woman vice president, that's a huge deal. That's huge. That's a big, big deal. It's obviously, and let me tell you, you know what? She is Black and also Asian, but forget that. I'm saying it's so much of a big deal. Even if you don't like it, you don't like it because it's a big deal. It's a big deal. And women, you should take a bow because finally, God dog it, we have gotten smart enough to let y'all do the stuff you naturally do.
Hey, Antonio.
Yes, ma'am.
You know that now when you see the president, he's actually going to have two women behind him because he's going to have Kamala and then Nancy. So that's two women.
Don't forget his wife. His wife is a professor.
Oh yeah, that's right.
An active professor with very respected and highly honored. His wife is got her own legacy. Yeah, she is not Joe Biden's wife. She is her. Yeah, seriously, she has carved out her own. She is Dr. Jill Biden. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. She is one of the anywho. And this isn't about left to right. So I don't want you to get to politics. I just want you to respect women. It's your time. Go ahead, Chris, real quick. Go ahead.
I want to add this too. Like, I'm pretty sure everybody saw the movie Black Panther, but if you really pay attention, the most people that was behind his back was women, from like protection, leadership, and everything, and much more.
Good job, Chris. It's just, yeah. Y'all think Phil got here without Susan?
No.
Think I got here without Tempest? Yeah. You think I'm going somewhere without Deanna? No, it's not happening. It's not happening. It's just it's real talk, yo. It's real talk. I'm not listen, listen what I said. When I become a billionaire, I got it set up to where Deanna and Tempest simultaneously become billionaires. It's set up that way. It's set up that way. So in my income their income is tied into my income and vice versa. Now they do things outside and I do things outside too. So they can get there faster. But I can assure you that they would do that. And Grace, as quiet as she is, also becomes a billionaire. Y'all ain't heard me. That's it. So anywho, they remember they own the company. I'm no fool. You take care of the people around you. I just think that's a big deal. Remember, I told y'all I wouldn't be excited about no presidential election until y'all vote a woman in. And I didn't realize, I didn't even think about vice president. I've been saying that for years. I do not one time that I think about vice president, I'm thinking president. And then it dawned on me, oh, I should probably be excited. I've been saying it, right? it dawned on me. But this inauguration is going to be historical. Doesn't matter where you stand at. I'm saying if you're a Republican woman, go or watch, because at the end of the day, you're a woman. And you're still, I don't understand how women still got something to prove. I just baffles me how we can take pictures of Pluto, but still women got something to prove. I'm just go. All right, go ahead, Sugar. You go ahead and end this out, because if I get started, go ahead.
I just want to share with y'all that my mother's still living. She's 87, but she's had a stroke. But she watches the news, and dementia and Alzheimer's is setting in. So I whispered in her ear the other morning, I says, Mama, what you marched for back there with Martin Luther King and Jesse Jackson and Mr. Lewis and Fannie Mae Hammer, we were in Minneapolis, Minnesota. That's where I was raised. I says, we have a Black woman in the White House. She says, what? I says, yeah, you voted. You know, she's in a bed, but we mailed it in. I says, so understand all that you did, all those meetings, all those nights, all that she saw, and the beatings that other people was going through. I says, God allowed you, Mama, to stay alive long enough to see your Black woman in the White House. She just cried and she cried and she says, baby, it finally happened. I says, yes, Mama, it happened. She says, I'm so proud. She says, I am so proud, because many of those people, they're gone. They're in heaven. They've left. But she at 87 is still alive and have enough memory to remember those days of those marches and being down in Selma, Alabama, and being down there in Tennessee and being down there in Mississippi. So I just wanted to share that with you, that yes, women, we need to hold our heads up. We need to know that we can achieve anything. But she's not just representing the Black woman, the Asian woman, she's representing females. And that is what we really need to be proud about. I just wanted to share that with y'all.
Don't you just love, hate Sugar? She always got you crying.
Right? That was good.
I am not worthy to say anything, Sugar. Grace?
Thank you, Dr. Sugar, because you made me realize your mother is 87 and is here to see that. My grandmother was born in 1920. She's 100 years old, and she's had the opportunity. God has blessed her to see not only a Black president, but also a Black vice president now.
Woman.
A Black a Black female vice president. And wow. And I keep forgetting that my grandmother's 100, because it's just, when y'all hang around grandma, if y'all get to meet grandma, you'll understand why, one of my god sisters, anytime my grandmother gets up, one of her knees kind of bothers her. She'll make that ooh sound, and my god sister, Grandma, stop acting over there, acting like you old, it's because she gets around better than all of us. I'm telling you, when you meet her, okay. A lot of y'all did get to meet her on a Zoom call one day, and so yeah, I thank you so much for that, Dr. Sugar. It
Grace
brought that back to my memory. Thank you.
Grace.
Yes, sir.
You might want to interview her for the conference.
Wow. Okay. I got you, Mr. Field. Thank you.
Won't you go and ask her, and I'll put her on the agenda. Y'all, excuse me, or you, second person plural. It's Texas, it's y'all. I don't want to say nothing and overpower what Sugar and Grace just said. Receive that. You can plant better. You can dominate. Thank you, everybody. I don't want to ruin that at all. We'll see you today in the esoteric training. It is a doozy. Be careful. All right, everybody. Have a good one.
Hi, I'm Pete. I'm an IT manager / superhero.
Pete, bad news.
What happened?
I put a very expensive latte on top of my car, drove off, and it spilled. It's bad.
How's that my problem?
Oh, my laptop was up there too.
Okay, that's why we use connection services to manage our cloud. Everything's backed up. I can access your stuff remotely. You won't miss a meeting.
I really wanted that latte, Pete.
For hardware, software, support, and empathy. For Pete's sake, connect with Connection.
If you've got an insurance question, you could talk to a park ranger, but the only quotes they'd probably give you would be about the beauty of a fallen leaf or ripples in a pond, not the kind that could save you money on your policies. Or you could talk to your local Geico agent, who's an expert navigator of the insurance landscape. They could use their expertise to guide you on ways to save hundreds on your policies, while leaving it up to your park ranger to save the wilderness and any endangered picnic baskets. Go online to geico.com/local to find a Geico agent near you.